Next up on the list, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. How are we feeling about this one, man? We got some decent, what's the word, build up so far. I've seen Tiffany Stratton get absolutely reamed by Flair. That was funny. What's the word? I don't like that there's like basically no build up in the ring. You know, a little bit, right? But after that, not too much. You know, how are we feeling?
This is one of those matches where on paper, I'm excited for it because I mean it's Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, but I don't think the build-up's been very good. I'm not excited for this one at all. It's just Charlotte doing her Charlotte thing and burying talent.
I hope not. I really hope not. She better not. She better keep running with that 39 hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's the same deal with the World Heavyweight title in that I haven't cared about the women's title since Io Sky lost it at WrestleMania last year.
That's fair. Okay.
Because we had Bayley win. Bayley, great. I love Bayley. She's a great women's champion. And then Bayley lost it to Nia Jax. And I don't care about Nia Jax. I didn't like Nia Jax as champion. And then who beat Nia Jax?
I don't know. It was
remember. Tiffany. It was Tiffany.
Yeah,
Tiffany.
It was Tiffany. You're right.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like the belt I care more about the women's United States title than I care about this title right now.
Damn.
I care more about Chelsea Green and her I forget the name of her Secret Service faction that she's building.
Whatever it's called. As long as it got Piper in it, I'm all good.
That's real. I like Piper Niven a lot. But yeah, I don't know. This title is just not. I don't care about it.
I hear you.
And I love Tiffany Stratton, but it's like, I don't know. That one promo she had against Charlotte, it's like, I feel like you got exposed as like a newbie.
Got destroyed. Right there. Yeah, that whole fucking thing. I was like, my God.
I don't like Charlotte. I love Tiffany, but this feud is not showing her in a good light at all. I don't know, man.
And where it goes, no one knows. I really fucking hope that Charlotte Flair has grown up and doesn't allow, doesn't allow Tiffy to lose here. You know what I mean? I really hope that Charlotte Flair doesn't go over, because if somehow she goes over and we're subjected to the same spiel and the same bullshit and Tiffany gets knocked down the card again, like, you know, it's like, what are we doing? We got crazy good talent coming on, crazy good talent rising. And if Charlotte Flair actually wins the title at Mania, that would just feel like a slap in the face, you know?
Yeah, it would just be like, oh, great, another Charlotte win.
Oh,
who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's got to go ham with some other. If she does win, she has to go with some other veteran. You know what I mean?
But then it's like, if Tiffany wins, what the fuck do you do with Tiffany after?
Yeah.
What do you do with Charlotte after?
Yeah, that's true. It's like, what's next? Thing is,
what's the direction for
the roster? The roster is so thick, and it's a good problem to have, but it's a problem. And if we talk about that, as in what really deserves the most screen time. You only have 4 or 5 hours a week. You know, 2.5, 3 on Raw, 2.5 or 3 on SmackDown. And so it's like 6. You have about 6 hours a week to tell these stories, and it's like, dude, there's so many of them. How do you do that? You know?
Yeah.
If it was all just promos, that's different. But you got matches too.
And with the inclusion of the women's mid-card titles, it's like, you know, again, I care more about the U.S. title than I care about this one. It's like this title has just dropped in importance for me. In terms of how they're being presented on television. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's just, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the winner of this match, it better be Tiffany. It can't be anything else.
Yeah.
And when it comes to what happens after, I feel like Charlotte just retires again. And Tiffany Stratton goes on to face any kind of new contender. I mean, there are quite a few people that could go for that championship once Tiffany moves on, but who would have really good chemistry with her? Have Io and Tiffany ever had a match yet?
Closest I think they've gotten is War Games last year. They were both in the War Games match on opposite teams, but
that's a match.
We haven't had a 1v1
for sure.
Yeah, Io versus Tiffany. I think Alexa Bliss versus Tiffany would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be very good. I think that would be awesome. Build up to SummerSlam, whatnot. I'd see the hell out of that. I agree.
Liv Morgan versus Tiffany.
Yeah.
Put Tiffany in a feud with Liv Morgan, bro. That's how you get Tiffany over.
Yeah.
You put her with one of the best workers on the roster right now.
I'm telling you,
I think Liv can elevate Tiffany.
I agree
so much.
I agree. And I think right now Liv Morgan is the Chris Jericho of the women's division. I've said that once, I say it a million times.
Yeah, she's adapted so well. Yeah, that's true.
Chris Jericho could work with anybody, anytime, any place. You know what I mean? And he was just such a great talent overall. And when you needed somebody to lean on, you know, to build a story, you had Chris Jericho there to be the guy who won your Undisputed Championship, who won whatever, right? And it's the same thing with Liv. It's like whenever you need her, she's there. She's that workhorse. I feel like she's taken the mantle of a Bailey. You know what I mean? She's that workhorse, you know?
The role model.
Yeah. Watch out. But
I think I just kind of realized why I think this feud is so boring. And it's because they turned Tiffany Stratton face.
That's real.
Babyface Tiffany Stratton is boring.
Because, you know, they try to do it with Charlotte where she could be fucking face. You know, oh, I just came back. My mental health, all
She's
this.
not believable.
And everyone's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
That whole time, no one gave a shit. That whole fucking thing, they were just booing her. So it's like, they can't do it, you know? They got to do Charlotte as a heel. It's what it is. The WWE universe responded and they said, fuck that, you know? It's like the same thing with Hulk Hogan when he got booed out the stadium. It's like, they didn't expect that. You know?
It's just, babyface Tiffany Stratton is so bland.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. She does her best work as a heel. I mean, I think back to her feud with Becky Lynch for the NXT women's title. I mean, Tiffany Stratton is great as a heel.
Yeah.
As a face, I don't see it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Tiffy, and I just need her to be a heel again.
You know what? What if she wins against Charlotte using a heel tactic?
I mean, sure, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, how effective will that be at turning her heel against Charlotte? No one.
Not very effective, but I think you just have to turn Tiffany. That's the thing is they turned Tiffany face. They shouldn't have changed anything about her character. She should still be the same. She should still be the same Tiffany Stratton that she is.
Heel versus heel.
Shit talking her opponents, you know, acting like she's the best and, you know, having that sassy attitude.
Right.
Just keep her as the same character she was as a heel, but people are just going to cheer for her.
I mean, they did this shit with Rhea. Okay.
Yeah, they did. Exactly. They did it 100% with Rhea. She didn't change from when she was a heel. Just that we cheered her.
Yeah.
It's the only difference.
Like, just keep these characters consistent and the WWE universe will fall in line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, what's the word? This has definitely been a bit of a mess in terms of build up, whatnot. I did like a couple promos, right? So that's why I called it decent.
Yeah.
But overall, you have to just really think about where do they go from here. And I hear you with that. But, you know, I said it once, I say it a million times. It's got to be Tiff. It can't be Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't.
Yeah.
She has some great in-ring work. You know what I mean? She's a talent. She's absolutely talented. There's no denying that. But when it comes to overall just favor with the WWE universe, she doesn't have a lot of that rapport. You know? She just doesn't. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Tiffy all the way. That's what I got. How about you?
Yep. I agree. It's pure bias, though, just because I don't like Charlotte Flair.
Peak.